When someone calls a place a railroad town, I think of some dusted up backroads burg well past its prime. I definitely don't imagine a thriving city with a booming population, culture, flavor, and amazing food. But maybe that's because we just been traveling the wrong tracks. Temple!
Wait a second. Jeff!
This episode was made for y'all with the help of our awesome partners. Check the caption for more info. Splitting the journey between Austin and Waco and seated just a stone's throw from Lake Belton, you'll find Temple. In its infancy, Temple was no more than a few simple shacks and saloons. But after two of America's largest railroads came through town, well, it grew into a major hub of operation. One whose ever-expanding economy continues to redefine what a railroad town can be. But to keep us on track and chugging along, we're gonna kick things off with the breakfast of Czech champions. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm good.
Smells like fresh kolaches to me.
That's what we've been making here.
This is Carol White, owner of the Kolache Kitchen, which was started by her mother 40 years ago with her family's authentic Czech recipes.
My grandmother made kolaches all the times, every weekend. So we went to my grandmother's and we said, whoa, wait, measure that, because she did it.
Oh yeah, just kind of by instinct.
We did not have a recipe. My mother did all the hard work. She took my grandmother's recipe that we had and transferred it to a commercial recipe.
Gosh, in 40 years, how many kolaches can a place like this make?
You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised what this little building can do.
This is the closest you can get to having a Czech grandma who's filling each fluffy, fruity dough ball with love.
Ooh, they look amazing. Oh, that's good. The coarseness of the dough, I think, is something special. While it is buttery and soft, it's not the same as a dinner roll. What's your favorite of these?
Prune.
Really? Somehow.
People ask that and they're like, yeah, we're not gonna eat that one.
Yeah.
But,
I'm gonna need to make a closer inspection to another flavor here.
okay. You want a kolache? We can go make some back there.
Yes.
All right, let's
All
go
right.
make them. We got the oven cranked up.
She's like, if you're gonna eat this menu, you better start working. All right.
All right, guys, Czech language check-in. This is a kolache. This is not. It's a klobásniky. But regardless, I'm gonna make and eat both of them.
All right, so every kolache starts off as a little ball.
So tuck on the end.
All right.
And then just pull it under.
You got a pinch and twist?
Well, you could do that.
Kinda.
Yeah.
You've just got the pinch of death that's just
Yeah.
popping right off.
Just squeeze it.
Come on.
So you're not gonna replace me, darn.
You could do this in 30 seconds. I would be back here
at
for
least.
30 minutes.
Next, it's into the oven to proof, so the dough can rise along with my appetite, and we can pick our filling.
Looks like what I'm gonna look like in a Speedo this summer after eating all these kolaches right there.
This is how my grandma did it.
Light, gentle. Become one with the dough.
So what I do is,
Oh, punch and fill at the same time in one movement. That's like watching Mike Tyson give you a left hook and a right uppercut at the same time right there.
pasitka's in those Tupperware. There you
Wait,
go.
what? What'd you say?
Pasitka.
Pasitka.
Flour, sugar, and butter.
Oh, the special crumble. Okay, now what do we do?
We're gonna put them in the oven, let them proof, see where all these little wrinkles are. All this, it's gonna close up
Wait, we're proofing them again?
again
When do we actually bake the things?
in a couple of minutes.
Who's crazy enough to make these? This takes so long.
It just goes to show you that if you don't believe kolaches are a labor of love, well, the proof is in the proofing.
This is so much work.
It is.
Worth the wait, though. All
Worth the
things
wait.
are.
Definitely worth the wait.
And while we wait, we're gonna make one of Carol's own creations, the velki, Slovakian sausage, sauerkraut, American and Swiss cheese, then jalapenos rolled in a delicious blanket of dough. No surprise, Velki in Czech means big.
Look at how many layers of happiness. There's not a single non-delicious thing in this. Come on. I would start every morning with this right here if I could. I really would. That is so good. If only we knew something to eat for dessert.
I bet I could take care of that.
If only.
And for the finishing touch, a healthy dose of butter and sugar.
Done. It's perfection. Oh, that was so much fun. Can we take these to go?
You can.
Boys, we have a full day trip ahead of us. Coffee up and we must power on. Let's go.
And so we head into the heart of Temple.
So this is Temple, Texas, a small railroad construction camp that frankly got out of hand. Its original name was Temple Junction, named for the chief engineer of the railroad, Bernard Moore Temple. Its other names were Mudtown and Tanglefoot, but eventually it was shortened to just Temple. And just like the railroad sends out and brings in goods from all over the world, Temple has been a melting pot and a hub of culture, one that already tastes pretty darn good.
After I stash these kolaches, it's time to jump into the reason Temple is here at all, by visiting the stately Temple Railroad and Heritage Museum. And railroads are more than just history around here.
How's the audio, Greg? Pretty good? Sounds great to me. It's the sound of America right there.
The museum occupies the old Santa Fe Depot, which was once the southernmost headquarters for one of the biggest rail lines in the country. And this is director Alicia Richardson.
You know, Temple has a big history for being a medical town too. And that actually started because of the Santa Fe Depot.
Because of the danger, railroad workers need hospitals. However, two railroad surgeons decided that more than just workers needed great health care, and so they started their own private hospital. Their names were Scotts and Whites.
It's safe to say that without the railroad, Temple would not be here.
Oh yeah, no. There's actually a history of towns within Texas that end up becoming ghost towns because the railroad chose to pass them by. Culture, technology, agriculture, economy. There's so many different layers.
When the rail was king, it was truly king.
Yes.
And outside the museum, visitors can climb into a giant engine that would have truly been king of the tracks.
This is awesome. This is exactly like you hope it would look when you're a little kid. Lots of things to push and pull. This is either a steam engine or it's Willy Wonka's gobstopper machine. I mean, pretty much. Like, look. This over here.
Oh, is the brisket ready?
Yeah, but where is the coal? That doesn't make any sense. My understanding of how steam engines work has been based on Mickey Mouse, and that is all failing me right now.
Good thing there are museums, so we can all learn together.
All right, so I've got a question. What are the residents of Temple called?
Templins.
Templonians?
Templonians.
Templeites?
I think this is where the Knights Templar came from.
Ooh, so the Holy Grail is in Temple, Texas?
Indiana Jones's dad should be showing up any minute, right?
Cancel the show, we're gonna get some shovels.
Just start digging.
We have no information to go off of. We're just gonna dig.
I honestly have no idea what they're called, but if you're looking for antique relics in Temple, there's a much more predictable way to find them. And that's with the stop to the Czech Heritage Museum and Genealogy Center. We've already eaten kolaches, so I figure we should learn a bit more about the people who brought kolaches to Texas. This is museum curator Kenny Lang.
The Czechs were in search of agriculture land to farm and be self-sufficient. After they came in through Galveston, the migration came to the north along the Blackland Prairie of Texas.
This museum documents the journey and culture of the thousands of Czechs who settled in Texas and who brought with them some pretty bizarre things, like this collection of antique marionettes. However, nothing tops the Magic Gambler.
This is 140 plus years old?
Correct. And he does lift the gold dome. If he draws your number, you've got the honor to buy the round of beer.
Let's see who it is. Daniel, that's you, man.
I knew
All right, you're buying this round.
Dang it.
The fact that this still works is mind-blowing.
creepy in a cool sort of way.
Oh yeah, no, terrifying. I mean, we're gonna look much worse when we're 140. That's the truth of it.
Y'all all need to polka on in here and check this place out. Despite our hearty breakfast, it is time for lunch. Our stop might not be 140 years old, but it's still old enough to be Old Jody's. Jody started in 1963 and has been around long enough to be Temple's oldest restaurant. A feat not obtained without good eating and generations of happy customers, which today just happens to include my good buddy and Templonian Kevin Pitts.
How many times you been in here?
Hundreds, if not thousands. I mean,
Thousands of times.
everybody tells me the burgers are great, the hamburger steak's great. Couldn't tell you. This is the only thing I've ever had, and I've been coming here as long as I can remember. Once I turned 21, it's a chicken fried steak and of course a Jody's beer.
You could swim in that beer.
It's a Jody's beer, that's right. I'll show you how we do our rolls, okay?
All right.
Injection. Just like that.
So it becomes like a full cream puff.
All right.
Thank you, brother.
Well, that explains the squeeze bottles on every table.
There you go.
This is Cheryl and Joey Franks, second-generation owners carrying on Joey's father's legacy.
So did you learn how to do all this from your dad?
You're picking things up as we went. And then just over the years, the menus got bigger and bigger.
Burgers, chicken fried steak, all from scratch. It got so popular, Jody decided to open a second, bigger location across the street and planned to close this one down. Only problem? Folks didn't stop coming to both.
So we had to call this one the old Jody's and that one the new Jody's. Same menu and everything.
Joey's brother Doug ran New Jody's until he decided to retire a few years ago. And now the old Jody's is the only Jody's, but it's still a family affair.
Who's been here the longest?
Glenda.
Overall's Glenda.
Overall's Glenda.
41 years.
You're kidding me. I mean, you don't work at a place for 40-something years unless you love the job.
We have 3 girls and they all help. We've got 8 grandkids. They will come up and help.
You know, usually you go one of two ways. Either you want nothing to do with the family business or you're all in.
No, we're all in.
I feel the Temple love here.
Yeah.
What should I get?
Chicken fry.
Oh, XL.
XL.
I don't know if you want one of those or not.
Yeah, go for it.
Let's get ready. Get the trailer attached up, put my bed in it. I might be sleeping on the way out of here.
And who should seal my fate? Overall's Glenda herself.
What would you like today?
All right, so I think I got convinced to get this XL chicken fried.
Okay.
Is that a bad idea?
It's big.
Okay. Well, that's it.
All right. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, boys, we have our work cut out for us today. XL chicken fried steak at Old Jody's in Temple.
It's so big your chicken fried steak has a chicken fried steak.
Yeah, we're both eating today. You may wonder, where's the gravy? Well, my friends, underneath, that's where it is. It's like a little chicken fried blanket, keep the gravy warm. Also, keeps the batter extra crispy. Here we go. Oh, man. That is near country perfection right there. Tender beef, crispy crust, that light flavor of grease going throughout it. Definitely one of the best we've ever had on the road, no doubt.
Hey, I think you need to try that roll method.
If I get distracted with those things, ain't no way I'm finishing this.
That was my secret.
No, don't.
I was trying to
You're
distract you.
sabotaging me, man. You're sabotaging me. Slow and steady, friends. Slow and steady. Whew. I did it.
I wouldn't say you did it. There's little pieces still on there.
That's just like the batter bits. That doesn't count. There's no steak in there.
Chet, was it part of the chicken fried steak?
Yes, Daniel.
All right, then eat your little bits. And the gravy too.
What are we doing the rest of the day?
I don't know.
Napping. Napping.
I regret nothing. So good. But I only know one way to power through the chicken fried sleepies, and that's to keep my feet moving. So let's head into the great outdoors of Bell County. All right, so we are in far West Temple now, right up against Lake Belton, actually. This right behind me is the lake spillover, but we are inside of Miller Springs Park. And right down this trail are them springs. Let's go. This preserve covers 260 acres with canyons that were violently formed over mere days when water breached the spillover. So, look, this is a spring-fed pond. It's actually fed by at least a half dozen springs that are all up in these hills.
A number of them are coming in on these creeks. There's just something about springs, like watching water flow out of the earth. I just always connected to it. I think it's all my years running around the hill country and finding these swimming holes. Let's hike back up one of these creeks, see what we can find. All right, so this is when I have to embrace my inner Tom Sawyer. Just start hiking through the creek. Why? Why not? If I knew what was back here, I wouldn't do it, but there's only one way to find out. I definitely wore the right shoes. Oh, look, cool. Little waterfall. The water that's flowing through is crystal clear.
There are 10 miles of dry trails, but I guess this wet one is over.
I think this is the end of the road, or at least the end of the creek, for me. But right now, I think I'm in the mood for something a little more action-adventure, if you know what I'm saying.
Of course, Lake Belton is full of water sports, but I'm looking for a place to both enjoy the outdoors and test our skills. And just north of Temple, well, we found our target. This is Weber Shooting Sports, and this is owner Todd Weber. If you've got a gun, they've got a range for it.
We have a 100-yard rifle range, 25-yard pistol range, tactical base. We've got a wooded area for our sporting clays. We do trap and skeet. We try to make it very accessible for people to come and enjoy their firearms.
If you're new to shooting sports, they even have guns to rent. And now there are a lot of options, but I want to show y'all the sport of sporting clays.
Station number 1.
This station is on report. We'll throw bird 1. On the sound of your gun, we'll throw bird 2.
Oh. Of course he did.
We got a dead pair. Now you're up.
All right, ready? Pull.
Excellent.
Hey, dead birds.
He's sandbagging me.
So that's fun. That's basically par, huh? So we move on to the next hole.
Right.
Sporting clays is often called golf with a shotgun, one where you blast the ball to tiny bits.
Woo, yeah. Pull. Nope. My batting average went from 1,000 down to 500 real quick.
It's a sport, so yes, we are keeping score. And just like golf, every hole or station presents a different challenge.
That was really quick.
That was really quick. Bang, bang. I'm just gonna close my eyes and pull it twice and see what happens. Pull. Nope, 0. Oh, that's fast. You win some, you lose some.
That's right. In this case, we lose some.
Yeah, that's it.
The point is to simulate real bird hunting, where you don't know when or where the bird will appear. But they're not all birds.
Oh, cool. Rabbit, y'all see that? It bounces on the ground. That's awesome. Pull. Ah, it's right behind it. You ever seen a rabbit hop that high? I haven't.
The clay pigeons can fly from any angle, and there are 2 at each station. But where?
Pull. Oh, that felt good. Y'all wanna try it? He only knows how to shoot a camera. He doesn't know how to shoot one of these. We'll see how this goes. Oh!
Like he
That's
does it
how
every day.
goes. All right.
Right.
Johnny.
Excellent shot.
Let's see if sound guy can do it.
You destroyed those. Personally, I think this is way more fun than skeet and trap. But always remember, even more important than fun is safety. However, when done with caution and care, shooting sports are a blast. Literally.
Well, before we finish, we're going to shoot the flurry.
Okay.
The flurry is a 30-bird and 60-second array of just absolute chaos.
So it's like the whole sporting clay course at one time?
All at one time.
This will be fun. All right.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, come on. Woo!
What in the world? If sporting clays prepares you for bird hunting, this prepares you for the apocalypse.
Woo! Oh, that's fun. That is just adrenaline, man.
Ted, how'd we do?
Thank you. 19. You shot at least twice as many shells as I did.
But that's a really good game.
Woo! Ow! Barrel's hot.
Barrel's hot.
That's hot. Woo! Thank you.
Chet, you're not too bad on shotgun.
Well,
you're not too great either.
You know, I wasn't gonna brag about it because I'm actually terrible and there's nothing to brag about.
I loved it. I've won some championships.
Oh, really?
I have. A couple years ago.
Couple years ago, you won a trophy. Look, if that's true, we're gonna insert a photo right here. Oh, well, I didn't know we were in the presence of such royalty. We should go back and you can show us really how good you are.
No. I'm good.
I mean, let's go back.
Okay. All
we
good.
can.
All good. We've spent. I'm tired.
And Daniel has been shooting all day with a camera, but we do need to find a place to kick up our feet a bit. And if that place just happened to have amazing pizza and cold beer, well, I would not complain. So let's head to Treno Pizzeria and Tap Room. This craft pizza spot is helping downtown Temple become a true destination. And this is co-owner Jason Bates.
We're in the middle of the crucible.
100%, hot as fire.
Speaking of fire, I see this oven is intense.
Yeah, we get anywhere between 600 and 800 degrees depending on the day.
So, your vision to open this kind of artisan pizza place in downtown Temple?
Well, I have two really great partners and decided that the downtown area needed something that would accommodate the adults and the kids all in the same way. Have a beer with our kids being able to play. And then we took all of these ideas, put them all together, and Treno Pizzeria came to head.
Well, I think the people have spoken.
Yeah, absolutely.
Every time I've been in here, it's been this packed or more packed.
Absolutely.
And why not? Especially when Treno is slinging some of the tastiest, most creative pie in Texas.
The initial idea was kind of a Roman style where you pile ingredients on top of it, and then it morphed into what the community wanted. Fun, exciting, flavorful pizzas, specials every week, and
all
here we
look
are.
so good.
Yeah, they do. They smell even better.
The toppings never end. But if you think it's hard to pick a pizza, wait till you see the beer wall. 36 self-pour handles. You scan a card and pour what you want, whether it's 1 ounce or a full pint.
We are able to continuously feature lots of local breweries, and very specifically on our wall, we like to feature our Bird Creek Brewing, our sister restaurant, which is a couple roads down.
If you want a burger with your beer, that's the spot. But lucky for pizza lovers, they carry the best of the Bird brews here.
So this is the Lamborghini Truck Hazy IPA.
Well, I'm fully committed to that one.
You should be fully committed to that
That is the
one.
haziest of hazies I may have ever seen.
Yes, sir. And that one did win gold in the Texas Craft Brewers Guild Cup.
So we're talking about the best.
It's the best at hazy IPA in Texas right here for at least the next 11 and a half months.
That's pretty epic.
It is pretty epic.
Oh, yes.
Nail it?
You nailed it.
Heck
well,
yeah.
because it's citrusy, hoppy, it's so good.
It's very juicy.
Now the truly hard choice, pizza.
I had to go with Jacob's recommendation of the Durfinator. Oh, that's so good. The crust is totally unique. I mean, it's got sourdough vibes. It's a little bit crispy, but it's mostly just soft and chewy. The oven cooks it perfectly with the creaminess of the ricotta and the hot honey. I think every pizza in America may deserve hot honey on it. You know, a lot of people dip pizza in ranch, which I think is just a travesty. Like a good...
Do you feel that way?
It's like putting ketchup on a good steak.
John?
Especially when the pizza's this good.
I'll let you finish both of those and then we'll fight.
And then over here, king brisket, spicy ranch base, cheese, pancetta, and then brisket. Oh, that's good too.
Wait, hold on a second. What is on that pizza?
When it's worked in to the pizza by the architects of genius that are making this for me, I'm all about it. This is a heck of a way to finish a day trip right here.
They go together like pizza and ranch.
So it turns out the railroad can take you to some pretty amazing places. Places where a magic gambler decides who buys the round. Places with incredible people, culture, and food. But definitely not to places where ranch belongs on good pizza. Because those don't exist.
Oh! So I had to get a dessert pizza, but I needed to stand up to let the other pizza sort of settle in. So this is s'mores, and it looks amazing. So I will see all y'all out on the road. Vaya con Dios, amigos. Whoa, whoa! Where did y'all come from? And my nieces and nephews. You got marshmallow in your hair. Ha ha ha.
This episode was made for y'all with the help of our awesome partners. Check the caption for more info. Howdy y'all, Chet the Daytripper here. Thanks so much for tripping with us. Remember, while you're here, like this video, subscribe to our channel so that we can stay out there on the road and keep on tripping. Did we miss anything in this town? Leave us a comment, let us know. We love finding out about new stops with all of your tips. And if you love Epic Texas Day Trips, remember to check our channel. We got a lot of them on there. Also, don't forget, if you want some sweet Daytripper merch or another cool Texas-made product, come see us in Georgetown at the Daytripper World Headquarters. You can also shop online if you check the link down there in the caption. All right, y'all. Bye con Dios, amigos.